ya. What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing? Today is officially the last week of January, and I just want to say, you know, where did time go? It's hard to believe that it's the first month of a new year, and it is coming to a complete end. And we actually got quite a bit of snow on here for this is probably the longest that we've had snow here. Currently taking a walk just like usual. If you guys haven't seen my last video, I did a chorizo tacos with feta cheese and all that good stuff, all that good. If you haven't seen it yet, please check it out if you wish to do so. There was no commentary for the video though, sadly. And oh, snow! The reason for that was there wasn't really anything to talk about. I mean, I could talk about the what I was making, and that's basically it. But not much to talk about, unfortunately, due to the fact that there hasn't been much in the way of news. The only thing that was new, and it wasn't really new, it's been like this for, oh, before I get into it, take a look at this. If there's one thing I like about winter, is seeing like a thin layer of ice and a bit of snow on top of the river. It actually makes it look nice. Not to mention the snow on top of the branches, which kind of brings me to this point. One thing I do need to watch out for while I'm out here, yes, we do have wildlife. Sometimes we will get like maybe a coyote or a fox or something, or worst case scenario, a cougar, which thankfully I haven't seen a cougar anywhere near this place for the entire time I've been here. But I also have to watch out for snowmobilers, because last time I was out here, and quite frankly, it was this time yesterday, it was right around the afternoon, there were other people that were walking on this trail, let alone actually walking their dogs, people riding bicycles, and there were even some people that brought little kids up on this trail. So it was pretty busy up this way yesterday. But I was more worried about one particular person who drove a snowmobile on this very trail. And it did scare me a little bit, because the person that was driving towards me actually came from behind. I think it was along here somewhere. It's hard to tell. But that's the only thing I don't really like about winter, aside from ice and wildlife. Is the only thing I really don't like about it is having to deal with walking on the trail and seeing a snowmobiler coming from behind. It's easier if you see one from ahead, because you know what to do, but sometimes you kind of have to look back. I mean, I kind of would look back no matter what time of the year. But yeah, the sun's finally out. We did get a little bit of cloud this morning. We'll probably get more cloud later on. We were expected to get a little bit of snow, but I think that's north of where I'm at right now, so it doesn't look like we're going to get anything. But the only news that I wanted to talk about, or that we've been dealing with, and it's been going on for weeks, I wouldn't necessarily call it news, is Donald Trump is once again musing the idea of making Canada the 51st state, and he is still forcing the Denmark government to sell Greenland. And some of us did make a stand. I know I made a stand against it personally. But the thing about Trump, and I know I'm going to get backlash for saying it, I'm sure a lot of other people will. Anybody who talks about him in a negative way probably get the axe. But if Donald Trump doesn't get his way, whatever the reason, he will have a tantrum, a fit, like a child. And it's been going on for quite some time, over the last few weeks. And effective February 1st, we will be receiving a 25% tariff. It sucks on both ends, both here in Canada and south of the border. It seems that Americans, the American people, not necessarily the wealthy, are going to be paying far more on pretty much everything now. And it bites, because our economy is usually built on imports and trades and whatnot. Sometimes we get stuff from, sometimes when we buy stuff, we buy Canadian. Other times we buy from other countries. And that has been the case for many, many decades, even long before I was even around. And that was really the only thing that was going on. Like, the problem is, it seems that every single YouTube channel has been doing nothing but talking about Trump and his little trade war, tariffs, and annexing other countries. And honestly, it's tiring. I really don't want to have to keep hearing about it. But it seems that that's the only thing that's been happening in our world these days. I hate this. It blows. But it is what it is at this point. Right now, there's not much we can do except strap in for the next 4 years. With another reason why I'm actually doing this video, and it really wasn't supposed to be about that, but there were other things that went down since my last video got put up. Last week I had purchased a couple of things on Amazon. There was one item that only cost me like $10, which isn't bad, but there was another item that I ordered about a week ago, and I just got it this morning. I recently ordered an Oral-B toothbrush. Sorry guys, I had to change the battery on my GoPro. It started dying on me. So I bought with regard to the Oral-B toothbrush that I got it this morning just after 10 a.m. And the parcel was in a really, really big Amazon box. Like, who on their right mind would put a very tiny parcel in such a big box? But no matter. With regard to whether I tested it or not, I have used an Oral-B toothbrush before. I remember the first time I had my very own electric toothbrush. It was an Oral-B toothbrush that I bought back in 2005. And I've used it for, I want to say, close to 14 or 15 years. Until it broke down and I had to get a new toothbrush. But the electric toothbrush that I actually do have, that I'm still using, is the Sonicare Philips brand, which clearly I don't like it. There's reasons behind it. Number one, it's not as powerful as the Oral-B toothbrush is. And number two, the replacement heads for the toothbrush, they cost too much, and you only get like one toothbrush head for like $50, and I'm like, I ain't paying that much for something like that. And I made the decision today. The battery operated Oral-B toothbrush I got today, I do plan on testing it out when I brush my teeth to go to bed tonight. And I made the decision to buy a second one, but this time with a charging base, a rechargeable one, and the one that you can put the AA batteries in, I plan on using for traveling. And I'm like, great, that's something that I could really use, because when it comes to manual toothbrushes, they don't work the same, they're not as good. And you could still get more buildup with that than you do with an Oral-B toothbrush. When I'll be getting that Oral-B toothbrush with the charging stand, or charging base I could say, that's kind of up in the air. I really don't know exactly when I'll get it, because I know when it comes to buying on Amazon, sometimes they arrive a lot sooner, sometimes on time, and on some very rare cases, they arrive late, which kind of bites sometimes when they arrive late, but better late than never, I guess. The one that I did order has a lavender color, and I don't know if they come complete with any toothbrush heads. If they do, great. If not, I'll just have to go and buy more, which fortunately, when it comes to Oral-B, or Oral-B I should say, I can't talk anymore for whatever reason. Fortunately, with regard to Oral-B toothbrushes, the replacement heads, I could actually replace them for far cheaper. And they're more powerful at that as well, which is a real bonus, something that I never really get with Philips Sonicare, which I fucking hate. I want that thing gone. And if it were up to me, I'd give it the worst review possible, but to each their own. I'm sure a lot of others out there who do use Sonicare by Philips would disagree, and that's fine. But for me, I will never use Philips again, especially the toothbrushes. Like, I don't know what other products that they sell that actually does a better job, but I know with regard to toothbrushes, not so much. But anyway, I'm gonna finish up this vlog. Look forward to seeing this vlog coming out very soon. I don't know when it's gonna come out, but I can tell you right now, I am very pissed off with what's going on in the world today, especially with what's going on in the States. I don't know what people see, I don't know what people see in Trump. You would think that after his first term that they would actually know better and be like, I don't want to deal with them again, but nope. They haven't learned. They haven't learned a single thing. And here we are, back in the same bullcrap system that not only the American people are going to have to deal with, but the rest of us as well. And it bites, but I guess we'll just have to keep on keeping on. And I am going to finish this walk, get this video out whenever possible, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful afternoon, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. But until then, look after yourselves.